Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com. Well, I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I made the mistake of stepping on the scale this morning. That's not something I'm going to do for the next few days. Thank you, Costco, for that. Thank you for your pumpkin pie. In the pre-market this morning, there's not a lot going on. It's fairly quiet out there. Stock index futures are flat. There's no major economic numbers coming up this morning. One thing that is in the news this morning is the price of crude oil, and crude oil is down nearly 5% last time I checked. That's not going to help the Canadian stock market, and we peaked a few days ago and have come down ever since. So not a good thing for the Canadian stock market on Tuesday. Looking at the VIX was down yesterday, and the lower channel line has come up to meet it. The VIX is currently out of sync with the stock market. You would think if the stock market was making new all-time highs that the VIX would be making new all-time lows. But, because of the seasonal tendencies of the market, we've got options traders hedging their bets and willing to pay for those hedges at this time. Looking at the Dow, made a new high yesterday on the back of Apple and McDonald's. What didn't work on the Dow? Well, Caterpillar came down. It's still on a buy signal here. We're looking for a close below $388.21 on Tuesday to give us a sell signal. And if that were to happen, that would join Boeing already on a sell signal and heading lower in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. Now, the S&P 500 and the equal-weighted S&P 500 made new highs yesterday. Vistra Energy was the big winner on the S&P 500, followed by Qualcomm. What didn't work? Well, two of the stocks we've featured over the past couple of weeks, Dollar General and Dollar Tree, were both the big losers on the S&P 500 on Monday. Now, we had the NASDAQ 100 move up, heading towards $500 once again. We had a new high for the equal-weighted NASDAQ and the next generation NASDAQ on Monday. The big winner was ARMS Holdings, followed by Marvell. What didn't work? PDT Holdings is back on a sell signal as of Monday's close, and then we had a pullback for CrowdStrike. No change in trend there. Closing below the previous day's low, so something might be starting. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Now, the Magnificent 7 ETF has been treading water over the past couple of weeks. Not everyone's heading in the same direction. We're still waiting for Alphabet and Microsoft to get back on board here. And, of course, Tesla, which dropped sharply last week, is still holding the 218.75 level. If we take out yesterday's low, then 203.13 would be our next target to the downside. And then we'd look for psychological support at $200. Now, while that was going on, NVIDIA continued to move higher, hitting our next price target. So, cha-ching, you got to lock in some profits yesterday at $137.50. Congratulations to you. Let's finish off looking at commodity prices, and we've got crude oil coming down. So a close below 74.10 would give us a sell signal on the USO. Gasoline holding up a bit better at the moment, and then we've got natural gas making a new low for this move. Looking at the metals, copper still on a sell signal, no change there. No change for the GLD. It came back on a buy signal on Friday. It's moving up slightly in the pre-market this morning. Then we've got palladium. Still on a buy signal, but pulling back in the channel. A close below 93.44 would give us a sell signal on Tuesday. And then we've got platinum back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. Silver still trading in the channel. We're looking for a close on Tuesday above $28.85. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. I wanted to keep it short. I know everybody's kind of busy getting back to the work week, and so didn't want to burden you too much with too many charts. We'll do that tomorrow, and we'll walk through the most actively traded stocks in North America on Wednesday morning.